Hey guys, Lucinda here with Coaching with Lucinda. I've been talking about how to thrive through the holidays, and I'm going to continue on that stream of thought. This week we're talking about what should I eat. So I have a few points about that, and they might not be what you think. I'm going to give you the advice I've been giving to my clients for the last couple weeks. Christmas and parties and all of that is one or two parties and one or two big meals. And where we go off the tracks a little, and where we gain that 5 to 10 pounds over the holiday season is when it becomes 2 to 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. And then it's a bit of a slippery slope. If we keep it to one or two parties and one or two big meals, it's much more manageable. So I want you to look over your next couple of weeks. Let's say next 3 weeks, take us through till New Year's. 4 weeks. Yeah. So the next month, how many parties do you have? How many big meals do you have? And then I want you to break that down. If you can plan ahead and you know when they are, they're probably scheduled already. Your mama probably invited you to Christmas and she's making you a big turkey dinner. Plan ahead for it. Decide to have the things you enjoy. And I know that's radical. Some people are going to think that I'm going to say, don't eat the good stuff. The reality is, if it's 1 or 2 days and you have a dessert, have your mom's homemade buns, it's not the end of the world. Where it ends up being a problem is if you do that for the whole month. So a couple of these meals, have the things you enjoy. Enjoy the time with your family. Focus on what's really important. And then get right back on track the next day. A lot of the times I encourage people to pick a day. Is that December 26th? Is it January 1st? Pick a day that you're right back on track. That you're right back doing what you're doing, knowing you're going to get the results that you want. So I really want to encourage you to enjoy those parties, enjoy your Christmas dinner, and savor the food that you're having. One of the traps we can get into is buffets. So at Christmas time, there's always tons of food left out, and you're standing around chatting, and you're nibbling here, and you're nibbling there, and before you know it, you've had about 8 desserts. That totally happens to me. I want you to pick the things you love, put it on a plate, and sit down to eat it. Standing to eat or picking here and picking there, we lose track of how much we're eating. So if you put it on a plate, you're going to have a better idea. And enjoy it. Pick the stuff you love. Don't eat the crappy whatever chocolates. Pick the Calabo. Have the stuff you enjoy and get right back on track. So, I'm not telling you to skip out on everything. I'm not telling you to cut back on everything. Just be really aware of when your parties are. Plan ahead of what you're going to have. And decide to be back on track on a certain day or a certain time. I want you to enjoy Christmas. And it's not going to be a runaway. You're not going to gain your 5 to 10 pounds if you're very mindful about what you're eating. If you're very mindful about being right back on track the next day or right away. Don't treat it like it's 2 or 3 weeks of a free-for-all. It's a couple of meals. It's a couple of parties. And I want you to enjoy those. So that's the advice I've been giving to my clients. I really want you to focus on what's important this holiday season. I don't want you on that scale obsessing about it. I don't want you counting every little morsel that goes in your mouth. I want you to pay attention to the time you have with your family and what's really important at Christmas. And then I want you to get back on track. So here's what I'm going to challenge you to do this week or next week is send me a date. So say, Lucinda, I am back on track on the 26th. Lucinda, I am back on track on January 1st. Let me know. Let me know what your plan is. And then all of a sudden you're accountable to somebody. I probably won't track you down, drive to your house and be like, are you in track, lady? No, I probably won't do that. But it's good to be accountable to somebody. Tell your husband or your spouse or your wife or your grandma that, hey, I'm really enjoying Christmas. Back on track tomorrow. So be accountable to somebody, check in, but I really want you to enjoy Christmas. Let go of the stress and just focus on what's really important. And that's time with family. Have a great Christmas. I'm probably going to not be around super much over Christmas and that first week of January. But if you need me, and you're my client especially, text me or email and I will respond. Have a good one.